Righto, I'm back in Sarajevo. It's dawn. Been practicing landing this beast for the last day or so, and I actually RTFM'd, read the manual, made up a few checklists, and fingers crossed we'll be able to get back on the ground this time. And I chose dawn because it looks cool, even though we won't see a lot of detail. Got the flight plan loaded in, and let's get this show on the road. Parking brake off, wheel brakes on, spooling up both engines, no afterburner, but got a lot of thrust, tow brakes off, still spooling up, getting the rudders sorted there. Okay, 80 knots coming up, going to rotate about 140, 100, 20, 30, 40. I'm going to give it a nudge, hold it at 5 degrees there. Should fly away. Yep, positive rate of climb. Tap the brakes, gear up. And manoeuvre above 250 knots according to the manual. Right. Bit of a change in feel, about just over 200 there. Coming up to 250, let's throttle back a bit as the morning light pours into the cockpit. Just looks glorious. Righto, so we're going to go to reciprocal heading. We're actually heading up the return leg at the moment, so let's do a U-turn. And as I said, between 250 or over 250 knots they reckon for manoeuvring, so let's go for 275. And I'll check out the recon cameras while I'm there. Going to go left wingtip. Yep, that's working nicely. Well, you've got to watch these ranges all around Sarajevo. It is surrounded by ranges. Yep. Oh wow, look at that. Coming around towards the airport. So go to the right wingtip. Sorry, right underwing, left underwing. Now the airport's down there. Let's get down a bit lower, slow down. Because this is a valley trip after all. Here's the airport. A bit hard to see, but we're flying right across the terminals, etc. Nice. I'm going to go around this hill and then turn right, follow this valley to the northeast. It's looking pretty special. Watch the speed here. Yes, as you can see, we're heading east. Let's get a little bit lower. Trying to get the sun out of our eyes there. Yep, so you can see the valley. Now we've got a hard left turn coming up, so let's go to the left camera. And here it is just before this enormous hill. So here we go, hard left turn. Going to follow the motorway. Keep turning. Let's go to the recam. Yep. And there's the motorway below us. Wow, it's a very pretty time of day. Let's go in the cockpit, just check the map. So there we go. So we're heading northwest up this valley. Still shaded from the morning light. You can see the motorway very clearly now. Very cool. Speed's about 400, I can knock it back a bit. Yep, it's all looking good. So as you can see, we head up northwest, turn to the west and come back down on an almost parallel route in another valley. There's the motorway below us. So it kind of snakes its way up to the northwest. And as I noted on the previous flight, there are power lines across this valley, so watch out for them. Get a better view using this remote camera. As you can see up ahead, the valley narrows, and at that point we turn slightly to the right to head pretty much north. Let's check the yep, pretty much north, and then back to the northwest and south again. Power lines on the left there, yes. Okay, we're coming right. Still just following this motorway. About 300 knots. And the big chimney, yes, I remember that. Let's go left camera. Wow, it looks great catching the morning light. But you wouldn't want to run into it. I guess they don't build chimneys in spots with regard for people flying errant pilots of various jet aircraft up their valley. Not the civil engineers may concern, I guess. Right now we're heading directly west. So keep veering to the left. As Yosemite Sam said. So this aircraft flies really nicely, I've got to say. Very stable, it's not juddering around the place. Does what you ask. Touch wood, famous last words, because of the previous mishap. And speaking of power lines, by the way, look at them there in the sun. Yeah, the mishap I had on the previous flight. I'm actually going to put the radar altimeter up here, because I think I'm sitting around 1,000 feet. We'll soon find out. Yep, 900, pretty close. Pretty much got the sight picture for that after about 700 flights, I should have. Most of which are documented on the YouTube channel. We're flickering down to 500 there as we cross those little ridges. Now very hard left turn back to the southeast coming up into this valley. And we're sitting on about 370 knots. There's no drama. Keep turning until heading southeast. So this leg takes us pretty much all the way back down to the town. Let's adjust that scale on that display. There we go. Zoom in a bit. Yeah. So the waypoint just coming onto the display is edge of Sarajevo. Let's try the lantern pod. That's pretty good too. A little bit less sunlight over here. The underwing cameras are catching it. Valley broadens out. Sitting on 400 knots. I don't want to go too low because of those power lines, but could skim the next couple of ridges, I reckon. To get a sense of the speed. Yep, we're really scooting along here. Nice. And I think we're turning left. Yes, just up ahead. Let me just adjust my map down here. Yep, we're veering left. It's all pretty organic. You can see the valley narrows there. Is it a river or just a road? Another river, yep. So really it's another IFR flight. I follow rivers, I follow roads. Power lines. So one cool thing about flying these routes again and again is you start to make a mental note of where the obstacles are, like that huge chimney a few turns back, and you can plan ahead for them. Right, veering left, there's a valley, does the road go around the corner? No, we're just going to do a ridge hop here because we're almost back at the airport. You can see the runway lights flickering up ahead of us. Let's talk to them. Let's talk. Channel 2. Just surprised myself that I used the old Channel 2. The old transmit button. Channel 1. Because I've been flying single engine for a while. Channel 1. Mike India Golf 4.
Sarajevo Tower MiGMan 007 is 5 miles northwest, 3,400 feet with Alpha to land.
MiGMan 007 Sarajevo Tower.
Oh.
Altimeter 29.9, wind 131 at 28. Fly straight in runway 11.
Mike India Golf copy.
MiGMan 007 wind 131 at 28.
Gear down.
Cleared to land runway 11.
Mike India Golf copy.
Cleared to land runway 11 MiGMan 007.
Landing lights are on. Gear is down. No flaps to control here. Just get my hand finding the brake shoe right down the bottom there. Okay. I'm going to use some left rudder trim. Still pretty heavy on fuel, so I'm going to keep it up over 180. Still left trimming. This feels better. Take it easy, take it easy. It gets very sensitive here at the end. Yeah, like there, like there, like there. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Powering up, gear up.
Pull up, pull up.
I think from memory the manual said if you get over 6 degrees alpha, not good. Keep powering up. Gear is up. Get to about 300 and I'll just turn around and do it again. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's how I came to grief last time, that wobble just before touchdown. I was doing about 160 knots then, I think. So still accelerating through the turn, just clearing that hilltop. Right, reciprocal heading. So, a fun place to fly in and out of hills everywhere. I did a mock dogfight here with Flying Singer about 2 years ago now, I think, when I was doing the recce's for this tour, and yeah, it's a great location. And if I get to the next mission, a bit of a cross country, some absolute gems of locations hidden away in some of these valleys. Unbelievable. Okay, so I can't see back too much, but looking at my map, I should be far enough out. I'm going to try again. Throttle back. Let's pull a few G's around this corner. 2.5 there, 2.4. Just about to lower the gear. Gear down. There's the runway, so a very wide turn. But I've got plenty of time to get back on track. Once again, I'll keep it over 180. Let's get lined up better. Got 3 greens, gear is down, landing lights are on, fuel's good. I've still got that left rudder trim dialed in, but I'm going to need it again. Right, let's try to fly a little bit flatter, especially at the end of the approach. We're on the glide slope now, a bit low. But I want to come in pretty flat this time, because my problems occur in that last few seconds. Keep the speed up to 180. So you get alpha's getting too high. That's, yeah, it tends to jump around at that point. It's coming much faster and much flatter. Like so. Throttle back. Well, that was a hard landing, but we're down and brake chute deployed. Whew. Okay, so yeah, that's at least we got down this time. Toe brake thrown, brake chute deployed. Welcome back to Sarajevo.
MiGMan 007.